So for today's lesson, we're going to go ahead and talk about our slope-intercept form. This is represented by the equation y is equal to mx plus b. The y in this equation is represented by the y-coordinate. The x is represented by our x-coordinate. The m is represented by our slope. And the b is represented by the y-intercept. So here we have our coordinate plane. And we know that the y-axis is the axis that goes up and down. The x is the one that goes across. So we're going to go ahead and start by plotting our points. Okay. So here we have our 3 points. Then we're going to go ahead and label our points. So when we are labeling our coordinates, remember, we always start off with our x-coordinate. And we know that this coordinate is 4, 4, negative 4, negative 4, because if we look at the x, here we have negative 4, and here it goes to negative 4 as well. Okay, our next one, again, we start off with the x, negative 2, 0, okay, and finally our last one. Okay, we're then going to go ahead and move on to plotting our line. So there we have our line. We're now going to go ahead and find our slope. So we know our slope is determined by our rise over our run, right? So we look at our rise and we determine how many times we went up. We never count where we start, right? So we count up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So rise, 4, over the run, 1, 2, 2. So our slope is our rise was 4 over our run, which is 2, which is the same thing as 4 divided by 2. Therefore, our slope is 2. Now we're going to go ahead and look at our y-intercept, which is represented with the b. To find our y-intercept, we're going to look at where that line crosses that y-intercept, which is right here at this point, right? So we're going to focus at this point right here. And so we can see that our line crosses the y-intercept at 4. So our b is equal to 4. So now we're going to put these together to go ahead and put our formula together. So we're going to leave the y is equal to m is now represented by 2. Our x will stay the same, plus our b is now 4. So there is our formula. Y is equal to 2, which is our slope, plus 2x plus 4, which is where it crosses. And there you have your slope-intercept formula. Y is equal to mx plus b.